Hello, everybody. This is Trevor Truck ASMR, and welcome to GMOD. And today, I've decided to check out a map that I thought looked pretty interesting and gives off a very relaxing type of atmosphere. So we are in a little village slash town slash city. And we have these very prison-like cottages here. So we're going to take a moment to explore. Not to mention, what makes this level interesting is the fact that we do have traffic. And I like the little red motion trails that come out of the cars. I think that's a very fine addition. So without any further ado, let's explore this map. Now, this map was created by Shab47, and it's called Rainy Monday, which, I mean, that's an apt description. Here's the thing, if it's gonna rain, it might as well be on a Monday. And I really appreciate the visuals and the way that the rain sounds different on the inside of a structure. And also, look at this tree. This tree looks like it's made of, like, gelatin, the way it's moving. Maybe this was like a market or something, because I see we got some fruits. Can you identify what those are? Are those supposed to be oranges or lemons? Not entirely sure. Here's a great hiding spot, just in case a monster was chasing me. But I love the textures. You all know that when I get into a level like this, I am going to be talking about the way it looks, and oh my gosh, I love this. This is really cool. See, it's things like that that truly catch my eye. I think this is a smaller type of level. Wait, can we actually go back there? I guess not. Wait, can we go inside the tunnel? Okay, no. Hey, buddy. Supposed to yield to pedestrians. Gosh. I love the sound structure we got going on here. Oh, we can turn on the flashlight. I don't think we need it right now. We got some dim lights around here. That's good enough. Oh, interesting. I don't know what you would grow with a purple light, but probably something that's not legal. We got this little structure here. Perhaps, wow. Fish aphrodisiac. You know, I've learned to expect the unexpected in Gmod maps, but that, I'll admit, I'm kind of speechless. I never thought I would see something like that in a Gmod map. But you map makers, I mean, you continue to surprise me. That's a little scary, isn't it? Okay. Let's see what the other side of town has. I swear, these people, they're cutting it close. It's not going to be so funny when they run me over. So, I'm kind of getting the sensation and the feeling that this is a very agrarian driven type of place, like, because I'm seeing like the bags of corn or flour or whatever. We got a bunch of potted plants. Is agrarian a word, or am I just imagining that it's a word? But you know what I'm talking about, like agriculture. That's what I'm getting at here. A lot of agriculture going on. Oh, it's interesting. We got some smoke. Wow. This is interesting. Were these structures made for the trees? Or did the trees burst their way out? I'm gonna go with the latter. I think the trees were so strong that they eventually just punched a hole in the ceiling. We got some comfy spaces though. You know, you can sit down and let the rain fall on you and talk about the weather with someone. And in this place, I suspect it rains all the time. What a nice place, honestly. I mean, it's a little bit raw, a little bit dirty. I mean, look, you never want to go to a produce market and see an extracted toilet resting among the vegetation. That's usually a sign that there might be a cleanliness problem, you know. The inspector might give this place a C minus, you know. It's a little, it's just the little things. Little unnerving. But I like this room. This would be really comfy if it wasn't for the hole at the top with all the rain coming through. Looks like we got a little bit of a map of the town. And, oh, look at this. Gun World, 70% off. Yeah. Can we? I guess we can't go into those rooms. I don't think we can open doors. What a unique texture we have on the wall here. It looks like a glazed donut. So this is the produce market that I was talking about. What do we got? Oh, we got some raw beans. We got some shattered wood planks, just in case you might need them. Oranges, we got a raw fish. Those look like cherries. This here looks like, I don't know, something you would find at the very end of a gutter, like just swamp soup. This just looks like flat out soil. And blueberries. Got some extra produce down at the bottom there. And more of these. Huh. Interesting. Now, it looks to me like we have some records. I do recognize this one. This is A Day to Remember. They're kind of like, I guess you could say, a more radio-friendly metal band. Pop metal? I don't know. We got some posters. Now, there is this little shelter here. Interesting. Kind of like a gutter to collect the rain. Wow. The overall vibe of this place is just pretty good. The visuals, the sounds. I mean, a place like this, if you're not careful, a place like this will put you to sleep. It has just the right atmosphere. I suppose we can't go through there, which is fine. Gotta have some limitations. Okay, everybody. So I'm gonna stop here. This is definitely a really great map. I know it's on the smaller side, but there's nothing wrong with that. So kudos to the creator. And let's go to our next map for this video. right. Welcome, everybody. I can tell you already, this is a special map. This one here is called Offices Level 4. And it was created by PARADOX-INTOVER. And already, I can tell you, this is exactly what every office in the world looks like. I mean, sure, there are variations, right? But I mean, you could live in Korea. You could live in Australia or Canada or even Antarctica, maybe. And all your offices would look a little something like this. It's really nice and it's really quiet. There's no activity, and I actually enjoy that. And this is your standard run-of-the-mill cubicles. It looks like to me that some computers are missing. There's a lot that's missing. And this is a very bleak sort of skyscape. Yeah, it's really bleak and gray. I love it. These are really old computers as well. I just felt like making some noise to kind of break the little silence going on here. That's a little bit unnerving, isn't it? Doesn't it feel forbidden in a certain sense? You can rest right there. Oh, and look, here's the exit. Of course, the exit is not really an exit, right? We know what type of game we're playing. I'm amazed at how fast I can go. Okay, so those two doors are locked. We can't explore them. It looks like they have some very unique wall art, you know? Oh, this is locked. Probably have to find a key or something. It's really interesting. I wonder what type of work they did here. Probably an accountant firm, you know, like... They probably crunched some numbers here. Got some really nice hand-drawn art that we can see here. Yeah, that looks really nice. Very talented. It looks like I have some textures that aren't loading in for some reason. I actually did move some files around, so that might be part of the problem, actually. Oh. I wonder if those textures came from Portal 2. Because I think I was trying to clear up some space on my, on one of my drives. I wonder if that affected it. Huh. Okay, so this just leads back to the main room. And then we have some more rooms here. Let's take a look. Well, this is for sure my favorite room. Absolutely. I mean, anyone who has these little rubber ducks is a friend of mine. Man, that was perfect. It landed right there in the corner. Ooh. This is dark, and this is very liminal. Get a little bit of a red glow from the soda machine. This is where they keep the secrets, you know. The secret recipe for the Krabby Patty formula is somewhere around here, they say. Oh. Wow. So this all leads back to the same place. It's funny, because they're either setting this office up or they're tearing it down. Oh wow, that is just so liminal that it actually hurts. But this is the type of thing we're looking for when we play these games. Okay, this is exactly what we're looking for. It's so cool. Such an empty room. Oh no, we got some more errors. Okay. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a investigation because something isn't right about that. I didn't have that problem before. I hope you all can forgive that. Something sounds like it's running. I don't know. Do any of you all have problems like just being alone for a long time? Like spending a lot of time by yourself? Some people need interaction for like just on a consistent basis. They need interaction with people, and of course that's understandable. Then some people are just fine spending days, weeks with no company. And, you know, these are the things that kind of make us different, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I was thinking about this because I went on a vacation not super long ago, and I told people that I was going to go on this vacation, and it was like a solo vacation. So, you know, I rented an Airbnb that I stayed in, and, you know, it's actually a really nice house. It was very clean and just the perfect size for one person. And I went on this vacation for a grand total of 7 days, okay? And I thought it was great. I needed some time alone. I needed the silence. And really, you know, people might interpret it as, you know, being lonely, not having any company, just, you know, being antisocial to a certain degree, even though that's not really what antisocial means. But you kind of like, I guess in a certain sense, people might think that I'm avoiding. You know what I'm saying? But it's not really that. It's just, I'm one of those weird people. Not even weird, but I'm one of those people that just requires these types of things. And it's not because I hate people. I think that's a misconception. And some of you watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not, you know, it's just introversion at the end of the day. And I'm not parading my introversion around like it makes me a saint, or it makes me special, or it makes me talented. It's just, all that's really different is that with introversion, you charge your mental battery by spending time alone. And so I went on this vacation, and I had 7 glorious days of doing just that. And it was nice. And it was my vacation, so I did all the things, or at least most of the things that I wanted to do. I chose when, I chose where. There was no pressure to do things that I didn't want to do. And that's kind of nice, you know? Because sometimes, you know, you might go on vacation with other people, and they might kind of have a little bit of a gravitational pull as far as the direction that the vacation will take. They might say, hey, let's eat at Johnny's Cafe or whatever. and you're like, yeah, but I don't really feel like going out, but I don't want to be like a party pooper, so I guess I'll just go out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was a great toss. So that's why it's kind of nice to maybe, go on a solo trip. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'll tell you the funniest thing, though, is that, when people heard that I was doing this, they were kind of confused and a little bit perplexed. They didn't understand it. Like, they questioned, how could you even do this? Like, how in the world are you comfortable with this? Like, how can you go on a vacation and just be by yourself for that amount of time? And, I tried to explain it as best as I could. And what I tried to explain is that me taking this solo vacation, it's the whole point. Being alone is the entire point of it. Because I need that time to myself every now and then. And of course, not all the time. Not all the time, but some of the time. It's just, like I said before, it's really simple. It's just recharging those mental batteries. It's common and it's needed and it's wonderful, I think. And I don't regret doing what I did, because it was really a good time. Plus, you kind of get to know yourself a little bit better, So many of us were just trying to mold ourselves to be what other people want us to be. I know how that feels. And sometimes I've had it up to here doing that. So, I guess to summarize this, solo vacation is a nice thing to do, and I highly, highly recommend it. Okay. Anyway, enough of my rant. I think we've explored everything that we could, except for this. This is new. What a great conference room. I can imagine a PowerPoint presentation with like some type of chart with a jagged line that's sloping upwards. And this door is locked. That's where they keep all the extra K-cups. Okay, everybody. So, thanks for watching this video. I hope, at the very least, you found it relaxing, and don't worry, I will definitely continue making GMOD videos. It's just, it had been a while since I made one, so I'm glad that I recorded this one. And yeah, I'll have to figure out what's going on with the missing textures. I don't know what the story is on that, but anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.